I want to talk about what SYSBM means to me. People just assume that it's just about our dating, and it's really not just about that. It's really about getting with somebody of quality, as like what Kiriaki Jones would say. And it's about going where you're wanted. I really like the notion of traveling. It's good to travel and experience different cultures because life is too short and you never know what's out there. Something can be better than what's going on in your life currently if you just travel and see the world for yourself. And I plan on traveling one day. And one of the best parts I really like about SYSBM is it's about black men, aka ebony men, winning. We've been told our whole life that we're in the bottom of the barrel. We ain't gonna never make it because of white supremacy and Dago supremacy plus black supremacy. We're all told by these three entities that basically we won't amount to anything or we don't amount to anything, and that's far from the truth. Guys like Mad Bus Driver debunks that all the time, especially when it comes to like the dating scene. Like, we're wanted. Guys like Mad Bus Driver, he debunks that all the time, especially when it comes to like the opposite sex of different cultures. Like, we're wanted out here. A lot of these hoteps, which I call idiot taps, they talking about you need a Dago to create a black child and build a black family, which is bullshit because you as an ebony male can literally lay down with any female and still create a black child because your genes are more dominant. And there's going to be people who are going to push back against us talking about you going to wipe out your race. I mean, you motherfuckers sound like these fucking white supremacists. White genocide. And that's impossible. I mean, there's millions of black people in this country alone. As a matter of fact, there's millions of black people around the world. We ain't going nowhere anytime soon. When these simp motherfuckers and these daggles talking about getting a race erased, what they really talking about is blackness getting erased. I'm very comfortable in my skin. I consider myself like a darker copper tone brother. I still consider that dark skin, but maybe some of these motherfuckers need to get breeded out. I agree with GW3 said, man, some of these idiots need to get breeded out. It's too much dysfunction. And I'm not just talking about like skin tone, I'm talking about idiots, period. A lot of these cats need to get breeded out, man. And I think it's hilarious how these Super Saiyan hoteps complaining about race mixing and getting breeded out, but they don't talk about the inbreeding in the community. They don't talk about that shit. I'm agreeing with a lot of you SYSBM brothers saying, man, like this so-called community, I don't even call it a community, I call it society. It's been falling off since the 70s. And really before the 70s, a lot of these females had that Zanpato. They went bunkai and they stabbed us with it. Stabbed us right in the fucking back for the feminist movement. And a lot of people try to blame integration. I don't think integration was too much of a problem. Even if we had integration, I don't think there would have been a real issue. I just think like that energy, that momentum. I just think that energy and that momentum from the civil rights act, it went down the drain after the feminism, and that kind of killed the progress. I mean, if the feminism never came up, maybe we could have got a lot farther. It's just a suggestion. But back to the SYSBM. I'm glad I met you, brothers, because you guys motivate me to be the best version of myself. You know, I'm working out, trying to get my body right, or at least add muscles to it and get it toned. I'm trying to get back into school, get this certificate. Then I'm working on my drawing as we speak. I'm trying to get my art skill up because that's going to help me be able to do my projects that I want to make. And even that's a walking process. It's not as easy as it looks. I know Sean James, he's kind of a pro of that. I need to get some advice from him. Man, he's a pro at making comic books and all that. But I got inspired to get into that industry because you brothers motivated me. You know, watching other animes and all that, that kind of hyped me up, got me even more inspired. Especially One. Like, if you guys don't know who One is, he's the creator and author of One Punch Man. Like, if you look at the manga, that shit look clean as fuck. Like God level artwork. But it's not him drawing, it's another dude that's helping him draw it. One, he's just coming up with a story. But he originally has a web comic, and the drawing, it's not on that super high tier level, but people got into it anyways because he sold the story. People liked the story. So you don't even have to be the greatest artist out here just to make it in the industry like that. I mean, as long as you have like a theme, a niche, and a solid story, you good to go. But I do want to get my art style up. But I do want to get my art skills up though. So I'm working on that. You know, I'm being good at something like that. It doesn't happen over time, but no, it's a walking process. 5, 6 years from now, maybe 7 years from now, I do see myself in a higher position. Hey, if it got to take 10 years, so be it. Because I do get a lot of motivation from brothers that's in that industry, like in the animation industry / comic book industry. Brothers like LaShawn Thomas. If you don't know who he is, y'all should look him up. He came from the hood. I think he's from New York or Brooklyn or something. Somewhere around there. I think he's from New York or Brooklyn. He was from like the hood. And he made it. He made it to like the industry. He's very inspiring. I mean, I follow him on Twitter. He motivates everybody all the time. So that's kind of hypes me up, motivate me to go out here and put in that work. And I want to let you guys know that I'm trying to put on for brothers, man. Because I'm tired of a lot of these images that's going around here on in these TV shows, in these movies and shit. I agree with Son James because he be calling it out too. Like, have you noticed on television and movies that either we the goddamn sidekicks or we playing second fiddle to someone else, especially like some of the Anglo-Saxon male characters? We either like the magical Negro, asexual, or we just there just to be there. We're just a flat out minstrel, or we're just a freaking brute. Or as Son James would say, the butler, meaning self-servant to other characters, especially to like white characters. I think Mad Bus Driver, he called us out too when he analyzed how ebony males get treated and portrayed in these TV shows, in these movies. He called out Dark Manor. He was referring to brother Roger Cross. He's a black actor. He played, I think, 5 or 6. He's one of the main characters on Dark Manor. And I pointed something out in the comment section that Mad Bus Driver didn't mention. He did mention that Roger Cross, his character played like the cousin of the magical Negro. Like, he's still kind of being self-servant. He kind of played, I noticed he like the dad father figure role to this Asian girl on there. She was one of the main characters as well. Her character was like 17, 18 years old. Now, going back to what I said a moment ago, I noticed that his character, Roger Cross' character, I noticed that he didn't get any love in the show. Like, all the other guys, they was being intimate with females on there. The brother was the only one in there who wasn't getting in the intimacy. They did show like a flashback episode of him and his wife, but this dude he used to work with, he actually went and took Roger Cross character to see his wife. Now the wife didn't see him, he just was like some distance away from her, cause he just to look at his wife. Now this dude, here's the thing. His wife moved on and she with a white dude. And I'm not saying that his character wasn't badass, but I noticed that all the other characters, they were more badass. And they was like, shoot first, ask question last. His character was more of the voice of reason. Non-threatening. Compared to the other male characters on the show. Even the female characters. He was the non-threatening dude. His character was the most non-threatening out of all the main characters. That's what I noticed as well. But it is what it is. On the freaking Flash, Wally West, useless. The dude is useless as hell. Like, every time he gets in his Kid Flash costume, the dude he's getting one-shotted in job. And Barry Allen, he has to go save his ass all the time. And I can just go all day, but I'm not gonna waste my time with that. I'll just say one more thing about the Supergirl show, that the black guy on there, Mekhi Brooks, he was cast as Jimmy Olsen. A lot of people wasn't feeling that. And originally he was supposed to get with Kara, but a lot of folks wasn't feeling that. And you SYSBM bros, y'all just assumed that it was just the white guys that was just complaining. That's not even true though, cause I was just looking on the internet. It was females that were complaining about that too. It was their female counterparts complaining about that as well. And the actress, she probably wasn't feeling that as well. Or it could be all of the above, but it is what it is. I know when I make my projects, I'm trying to put ebony males on, bro. Because of some of my projects, I'm trying to make it to like we're the main characters and we have substance to us. with my projects, I'm trying to make and create black male characters who are the main characters, possible leaders, important to the story, and have substance. I really want to put on for us. And if anybody hasn't realized yet, yes, I do have a nerd side. I have a geek side to me. Sue me. But especially Kiriaki Jones, if you watching this, man, you really have opened my eyes to this world, man. I'm actually inclined to go your route. I like this whole, individualism. I do think it's about individualism. That's what we need to aim for. Being an individual, taking consequences for our actions, building that net worth, as y'all would say, searching for quality, and getting with somebody who has a good culture. Because a lot of these lame taps, they think if we put resources in the community, then everything's going to be fixed, which is bullshit, because you can lead a horse to water, you can't make the horse drink it. You can take somebody out of the hood, you can't take the hood out of the person. In some cases, well, a lot of cases. It's like water being contaminated with oil. You're not going to be able to drink, you need to purify it. Which means you got to change the culture, man. I don't care what a lot of these idiot taps say in these Super Saiyan daggles. These Super Saiyan God daggles. They full of shit. Money is not going to change the community. Resources will not change the community alone. There needs to be a flat out culture change to it as well. Motherfuckers don't want to hear that shit. They expect us to just take the pieces and fix it. Especially us so-called hybrid males, well-balanced brothers, good brothers. They expect us to fix the community, build, while these daggles of destruction mess around with these Pookies and Ray Rays. I mean, that shit ain't even a fair trade, man. I don't trust a lot of these shits, period, bro. Cause let's say they start giving brothers a chance, they just trying to play a role, man. They ain't really feeling us like that. They too used to dysfunction, man. They'll play along while they cheating on you behind your back with Daquan and Man getting the best of two worlds. Cause Daquan Man, he the bad boy, the thug and shit, and they get these hoes pussy wet, while the good guy, the honorable guy, the well-balanced guy, aka the hybrid male, he's providing, he's reliable. So she getting the best of two worlds, man. Fuck that noise. Y'all can get this middle finger, bro. Nah, y'all get this pointer finger, spirit gun, bitch. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. Just like G-Dub said, man. Fuck building the community. Just make a new one. And that's what we're doing at SYSBM. We're making a new community. You know, the typical Negro family don't have to be ashy as fuck. I mean, that's what these pro-blacks mean when they're talking about building, black families and black love. They're talking about motherfuckers. They're talking about having a bunch of dark, ashy motherfuckers out here. I mean, blackness is not one shade. It's different shades of black. A lot of these cats are just insecure, man. But luckily for the SYSBM, we don't have to go through all that. We just be free and do our own thing. And that's what I really like about SYSBM, man. That's all I gotta say. Peace. Let me know what y'all guys think. And I'm out.